you spent a good bit of time with True Geordie, Bryan.
Love Bryan. Free Bryan.
Well, dude, I want to talk about that because I think
he's converting to Islam. Did you know that? Did you guys? This is breaking news. Bryan is actually converting to
Pete
Islam.
Davidson is now Jewish.
Yep.
And Bryan, True Geordie, is converted to Islam.
Bryan is converting to Islam. Yeah. He had to give up the foreskin. Did you know that?
No.
He's
it's a heavy price to pay. I imagine he's got a massive foreskin.
I don't know how heavy, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Bryan, do you think Bryan's got a big
foreskin? Yeah.
It's all foreskin?
Yeah, it's just 90% foreskin. It's like a sock. It's like a sock with a tennis ball in it.
Shout out to Bryan, man.
Yeah, so I thought it was very interesting because you guys do these sort of intros to the beginning of your pods where it's like a rant, like a bit for maybe a minute or 2 minutes. And you guys have said some shit during those that I can't believe gets put on the internet. What was interesting about watching Bryan is he said something that could have been a bit taken straight out of one of your intros, right? And he got smashed for it. Gymshark dropped him, PokerStars dropped him, got banned for a while on Twitch.
Yeah.
Is there like a special button that people need to be able to press that lights up and says, I'm doing a comedy bit? Because he's not a comedian, but he dips in and out of comedy.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's like he gets judged by the same criteria that a normal creator does, but tries to do the stuff that comedians do. Do you know what I mean? It's like people that cross both thresholds, they're in a bit of a tough bind because they're going to be looked at and it's like, well, that wasn't a joke. That was actually his true whatever coming out.
Yeah. It almost benefits every podcaster to do stand-up once so that you can say you're a comedian.
So you've got the comedian card?
Yeah, just do it one time and then say you're a comedian and then just say more or less whatever you want. Because like comics were like, how do I say it? It's like if you see somebody dressed in like a provocative manner, right? And they're your school teacher, you're like, what the fuck? But if you saw like a stripper dressed in that way, you'd be like, oh, she's really conservative when she's not stripping, right? So I think that's what it's like being a comedian, where it's like you expect me to say even crazier shit. So if I made the joke that he made, nobody would give a fuck. But I think with Bryan, I think you expect him to be very serious. Like he's serious about a lot of shit, even though he's fucking hilarious. Like he was hilarious on our pod. I don't know if you saw our episode, but that motherfucker's funny. So yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. I wonder, how do you create that kind of protection? I always, my thing is I'm going to ride for the jokes. My loyalty is to the jokes. I know he was making a joke. There was clear misdirect. He was playing off of stereotypes that we all know exist. And I thought it was funny. I don't know if he has like a hatred in his heart for Muslims. I think he has a hatred in his heart for Andrew Tate. Do you know what I'm saying? But like if Andrew Tate converted to Judaism, then he would have a joke that was about Jews, right? Yeah, exactly. Like he'd open it with like my dark twisted fantasy or whatever. Like he would have something busting balls. So it's not about the religion. It's just about punishing this guy that he doesn't like. Yeah, that's what I would say. So yeah, I defend him. But I also understand these brands. They're looking out for themselves, right? They don't really care about him. They care about his audience. And then once he becomes too radioactive for them to make money, why are they going to keep giving him money? Now, he's got to remember that next time he does business with a brand, because if they come back later and he continues to have the biggest show and blows the fuck up, and let's say he becomes, the Rogan, I guess maybe he's already the Rogan of the UK, but let's say he is the biggest fucking platform, then Gymshark could come back and be like, hey, we'd really like sponsorship, and you can go fuck yourself. You left me when I was in a dark time, so now I'm not going to continue to promote your brand. So that's what I would do with him. I would just keep on getting bigger and then remind every one of those companies they ain't shit.
Well, that was the interesting insight I learned from you, that a lot of people believe there is this grand conspiracy. Everybody is unified together in this way to try and take people down. What you said, it's individuals, it's individual actions. This guy's got a new house that he basically can't afford the mortgage on, and a kid that's going to a new private school, and blah, 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 and the wife expects a new car every so often.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to lose my fucking job.
Yeah.
The incentives are aligned for individuals to act in a way which makes it look like a coordinated conspiracy from the outside. Yeah. Now, that's not to say that there aren't fucking like overlords out there that are trying to coordinate certain things. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
But I do think that the simplest solution is individual people terrified about losing their job, looking out for themselves.
100%. Even those situations where we think they're overlords, a lot of times it's the people under them doing what they think the overlords would like. Like, I remember I used to go, there was like a few like Fox News shows that were like funny. Like they were actually funny shows, right? And they would have comedians on, you can kind of say whatever. And I remember going there And I remember like times like my material would like skew a little bit more conservative. I remember reflecting on it and going like, wait a minute, am I just trying to say the thing that would win in this environment? And I had to check myself. And in that moment, I was like, oh, wow, if I was an employee of this company, of course I'm going to do the things that I think my boss likes. I'm going to behave in a way that...
You're being influenced, just skewed a tiny little bit.
We're humans. We like to be rewarded, bro.
Is there such a thing as a joke that goes too far?
Yeah, to everybody. Everybody's got a limit.
But is there such a thing, like objectively, as a joke that's too much? Could you write a joke that would be so much that it shouldn't be allowed on the internet or it shouldn't be allowed to be published?
Is it funny?
Yes.
No, then there's not. If it's funny, if everybody's laughing, then no. Like, you're laughing. Like, I mean, that's the thing I learned in my career is basically like, in order for me to get away with the most fucked up jokes that I want to make, I got to do it right to the people I'm talking about. So if I'm doing a joke, I don't want to do any black jokes with no black people in the room. I want there to be black people in the room, and I want to be doing the joke to them. Because if they're laughing, you can't be offended on their behalf. And it's usually white people offended on behalf of non-white people, right? But if you see the black people laughing, now you got to shut up with your offense, right? So I kind of realized that, and I'm very fortunate I got this, very diverse audience, so I can talk about all these different things to those people, and it's not just a bunch of white people in a room making fun of minorities. Which feels weird, even if the jokes are funny.
Yes.
Like, there could be a hilarious joke about Asians, but if there's no Asians there, it's like, all right, what's going on, bro? Like, doesn't it feel weird?
Talking about your friend behind his back while he's not there.
I don't even like talking about black shit on the podcast without Alex. So Alex, one of my co-hosts on Flagrant, like, when he's there, it's way more comfortable talking about black shit. Right? Because there's a black dude
He's
that
the
can
window
talk
into
about
the
it.
black world.
Yeah. He could be like, oh, okay, this is now I can see why people are upset. Or if he's laughing, that it's silly, it's still kind of fun.
Yeah.
It just makes it better.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or even gay stuff. Like, without Mark, I don't want to talk about gay shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't know he's gay, but he is. So that's why Mark is there. So we have some gay representation. You know what I mean? Just sitting in the middle of two guys the way he likes it.
Is it the...
You know what I mean? Listen, you don't get monkeypox one at a time, guys. That's a group activity. Shout out to the gays.
Right.
Was that a thing in England, monkeypox?
Did it come over here? No, it probably didn't. No.
No England?
No, they're just way too...
Yo, you gays in England are soft. Step it up. Step it up. New York gays are the hardest gays on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, we have New York gays, they're gay. They're gay. They're gay the way I would be gay.
How?
Dick all the time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was shocked that this monkeypox thing was like a problem. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what's the guy's name? Fauci? Fauci basically came up and he was like, the way it's getting transferred or whatever. What did he say exactly? It's like...
Fuck, I don't know how he said it was getting transferred. It was getting transferred through butt sex.
Yeah, but it's a specific type. It was gay orgies.
Ah, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Stop your orgies. Or do more. And then get immunity.
Do
Natural
whatever
immunity.
The fuck you want. I don't care. What I'm trying to say is like the places in the world that have gay populations that weren't getting monkey sex, I don't think that you're taking advantage of being gay.
That's the litmus
You just
step.
having one-on-one sex, be straight.
The canary in your coal mine is, have you got monkeypox or not?
Canary in a coal mine sounds like some gay shit, bro.
That's what I just said.
Okay,
That's
good.
what I mean.
That was a good pun.
When it comes to the Bryan thing, to just like think about that.
Yeah.
Do you have stricter rules as your platform grows? Or is it just the fact that you're under more scrutiny?
I think you just got to be funnier. The rule would be funnier. And when you're taking those shots, make sure that they
But what
hit.
about outside of that? What about if it's just someone generally, not necessarily a comedian, not trying to make a funny joke online?
Mm-hmm.
As your platform grows and there's more people watch your stuff,
Yeah.
do you need to be more careful about the things that you're saying?
Especially
in a way?
depending on which, like, for example, I don't tweet anymore. Like, I get all these, like, my drafts are crazy. Like, one day I'm going to
tweet and delete.
Oh, man. One day, I don't even delete it. I don't even let it out there. I just type it in so I know the thought is there, and then that shit goes right to the drafts. If somebody hacks my Twitter, it's over.
One day someone at Twitter is going to press the wrong button and unleash all of your drafts.
I got to be on Elon's good side. I got to stop talking shit about Elon, bro, because he could release all my drafts.
In Other news. I've got to tell you about Athletic Greens. You are not eating enough fruit and vegetables in your diet, and you know it, and this is going to help. Dr. Andrew Huberman and Tim Ferriss have been harping on about it for years, and I always wondered why. It is the best greens drink that I've found, and I've tried pretty much every one. It tastes great, and it gives you nutritional insurance through 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients in one scoop that you take every single day. If you're starting the new year looking to give yourself some good nutritional improvements, this is a great place to begin. And there is a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you can buy it and try it for 59 days. And if you do not like it, they will give you your money back. Also, you get a year's free supply of vitamin D, 5 free travel packs, free pots, shakers, and that 60-day money-back guarantee. Head to athleticgreens.com/wisdom. That's athleticgreens.com/wisdom. What's happening, people? If you enjoyed that, then press here for the full, unedited episode. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.